good, so I'm gonna make this nice and quick. Right off the bat, yeah, Jan introduced me as Brandy, that's my name. It was either that or don't fuck. Don't fuck might still be better. I don't know. Is that how it goes? You're smiling now, I like it. I don't know, maybe it's because the last guy was Japanese. I maybe fought him in the war or some shit, but this guy, I like this guy. He's smiling now, we're okay. Maybe he was one of the good guys in Operation Double Drop, I don't know, right? Anyway, I know there's a lot of talk about technology tonight. I heard like a lot of stuff about Tinder. And I actually only recently learned what Tinder was, right? And the first time I heard about Tinder was through an East Indian couple, right? They met through Tinder, that's what they told me. And I just assumed that they meant like an East Indian guy named Tinder Jeet. I'm behind. I imagine sometimes that like Chinese people have their own Tinder. They call it Tinder. You swipe left or right, but there's a right and wrong answer, so if you swipe the wrong way, you could fail the app. Anyway. What's not advanced? Terrorism. Let's talk about airport security for a minute. I still have a hard time believing that like rectal examinations are still a thing, right? Especially after seeing like terrorist like training videos. Like you're looking at people who are still trying to develop a sandal that stays on their foot when they're running, right? How are they going to have the money or the technology to make a bomb small enough to fit up your ass? You know what I mean? Like the bomb that was used for 9/11, that's still like they still use a clock that ticked. Right? And at that point, wouldn't you just put your ear up to it? You know what I mean? Right? If it ticks, bomb. Right? Ocean, you're good. I used to work at Apple, and it was a shit job. Not necessarily because I guess the company itself, but just retail in general, right? Like retail in general sucks, especially in Vancouver. Like when you look like this in Vancouver, any job where you have to deal with people is a shit job, right? Black hair, glasses, yellow skin, this, and this, right? Chinese people translate to ask me questions. Right? Before they get into the store, they'll see me from like a mile away, like, right? Especially, I remember when the iPhone 5S first came out, right? It's like, Chinese New Year just passed. Nobody took the day off. When the iPhone came out, families were calling in sick. It's fucked up. Anyway. So this guy comes in the store. First question, speak Chinese? No. And he comes back with, you're Chinese. Okay. And I couldn't shake him, right? Next question, he goes right into it. iPhone 5S? Or sometimes I say, iPhone 5S? Same thing. I was like, sorry sir, all gone, no more, right? He's like, we're sold out. He's like, what do you mean sold out? And something inside me was just like, no more half. Here's what's messed up. He looks me dead in the eye, like, oh, no more half, okay. This guy comes back 5 times a day, and finally I get him to leave. Not only does he leave, but he leaves the store, gets on like a wooden crate, and tells the rest of them, right? iPhone 5S, and no more half. Spreads like wildfire. No more half, no more half, no more half. All the way to a countryside where there's a little old Chinese lady hanging laundry like, no more half, Asian stereotypes. I kind of feel like that's sort of why Asian stereotypes sort of just happen. I think it's one big misunderstanding. Like what if when we're driving and you see a bad Asian driver, instead of, hey, get the fuck off the road, maybe we should try, hey, no drive so bad. All of a sudden he's in his car like, oh, no drive so bad. Adjust the mirror, shoulder, turn on the Hello Kitty cell phone, okay. Alright? That's what I feel. I'm thinking, and it never got better at the Apple store. One time, I saw a child's butthole. I'll explain. It was a beautiful Asian woman walks into the store. My cell phone has a little blue spot every time I take a photo. She's swiping through it. Look, 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 look. Boom! Butthole selfie. I know this, right? But I'm a gentleman. So, quick look. Memorize it. Save it for later. Right? And then she's so embarrassed. She's apologizing. I'm sorry. No one was supposed to see that. And that only gets me going. And she comes back after. It was my 9-year-old son. He had a rash on his rectum, and we've been taking photos of it to send to his pediatrician. I was like, you bitch. I didn't say that. What I said was, it looks like it's getting better. I guess the moral of that story story is, you see in one Asian woman's butthole, you see in every Asian boy's butthole. It's gross. I know, I'm sorry. You know what? I talk a lot of shit about Asians, and at the end of the day, I start to worry that like the stereotypes become true. Like, oh, all Asians look alike, right? Right? I was at TNT the other day, right? Because where else would I be on a Friday night, right? Yeah, I don't know. But I'm at TNT the other day, and same grandmother, right? Makes eye contact with me, pulls one of these, like, ah. And I know what she was thinking, because I was thinking the same thing, like, are you mine? Right? I showed up with one, I gotta leave with one, I don't know what to do. Right? That's why, you guys ever notice that once a year on the news, an old Asian person will just go missing and go with them? It's always the same story, right? 84-year-old Mimi Chan, missing, last seen wearing a giant sun visor. Right? You never see the follow-up, do you? You never see Mimi Chan found. Just wandering through TNT. Right? That's why when old Asian people go missing, I don't even care anymore. Right? Because she's probably found a new family, and she's fine. I'm going to leave you guys with one more. I have this story that I've been trying to tell, and I don't know how to tell it because it involves a special needs boy. And I'm just going to do it because I trust you. You look like trustworthy people, so we're going to fucking do it. I was at the aquarium recently, right? Downstairs, checking out the whales. And I'm about to leave when all of a sudden I hear, and I turn around, and there's a whale, and he's facing this boy in a wheelchair. And I felt guilty, because I couldn't tell whether it was the whale that made the sound, or not the whale. Right? So, and then you could tell something special had happened, because the whale was surprised too. He was just floating there like, so the whale does what I would have done. He goes to test the waters. He pulls one of these. Right? Not expecting a response. Get in a wheelchair without hesitation. Thumb on the joystick. Oh, the whale lost his mind. Right? You gotta think of it from the whale's perspective. 15 years in the tank. Finally, someone to talk to, right? So they go, like, to the whale, this is insane, they're gonna bond a relationship, this kid's gonna be his ticket out, right? Later that night, that kid's gonna come back with a security guard outfit, the whale's gonna put it on, he's gonna walk out like, nope, right? So the whale pulls back up to the glass, looks at the kid like, alright kid, what are we gonna do? That sort of thing. And the kid thinks about it for a second. And he pulls one of these. And then that's when the whale and I realized that this is just another kid in a wheelchair. The whale's not going anywhere. I call that one wheelchair accessible.